What was this thing that I was linked? How Shell used a, quote, granfluencer to promote its brand. A Filipino grandma with 2 million followers among the hundreds of influencers who have posted content promoting fossil fuel giants. You don't say. A screenshot of, quote, our Filipino grandma promoting Shell's fuel rewards program on TikTok. Love that. Yeah, let me see it. Let me see it.
Things in the world that are more loyal than grandma. Absolutely nothing. The fuel rewards program at Shell. But you'll save money on gas just for making everyday purchases at places like Dunkin'.
Wow, this is very subtle. You know, if it wasn't for my incredibly media-savvy instincts, I wouldn't be able to tell that this was paid promotion. Look at the comments. You can't spell loyalty with it. Not comments, I mean the tag under the video. You can't spell loyalty without Lola. Hashtag Shell partner. At Shell Station Sus is partnering with your favorite internet grandma to help give back its loyal customers, blah, 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 blah.
Dunkin'. Dunkin'? Yeah, and you'll even save money just for linking your T-Mobile account.
Loki, this program sounds lit. Okay, how do I sign up?
Through the link in our bio, duh.
Nice. You know, I was hoping that I could get angrier at this, like if it was an example of something really sinister and underhanded, and this wasn't. You know, it's not exactly new for companies to pay influencers to promote their brand. I do think, however, this is a pretty excellent example of, okay, you know how there's been a lot of drama historically about influencers announcing whether or not they are doing an advertisement? Like, in some countries, it's illegal, and in some, it's not. It depends on like how exactly it's done as well, where it's like an Instagram, you know, if it's a hashtag ad or not, or if it's an undisclosed ad, there's like a violation of terms of service. There's a lot of variety there. It's really important when ads are announced. This is, of course, announced as an ad. I mean, God, look at this. This isn't exactly subtle. It doesn't have that many likes either, presumably because there's no point, like nobody would like this. Like this is completely hostile and alien to anyone who would presumably like the Our Filipino Grandma account. Like nobody's going to go for this, right? I think the really subtle shit is when it's not announced as an ad and something just shows up. Like a good example would be, you know how in movies all the time you'll have a character just have like a Coke, like a Coca-Cola, and then it's like, Coca-Cola paid like $200,000 for the product placement. And then you'll have these weird, I don't remember the specific times this has happened, but you'll have instances where it's been found out that an influencer is continuously promoting a brand to their mutual benefit without announcing that it's an ad. The most overt example I can think of was that time that there were those guys who created a CSGO skins gambling website, and then they would gamble with rigged odds in their favor on stream, and they'd be like, whoa, dude, I just got oh my god, I just got a knife and the skin is an exact Google Maps satellite photo of my house, oh, like, or whatever. And then it turns out, yeah, it turns out they were, yeah, the whole thing was a cheat. Yeah, like all the times I talk about MeUndies. Exactly, yes. Well, you don't know. Okay, now, real question to you guys, because I do actually quite like MeUndies micromodal underwear. How betrayed would you feel in terms of like my integrity if it turns out that I actually was getting money from MeUndies, and it turns out the reason that I brought up that I liked them was because you know, I was being paid to do so. Some people are saying not at all, and I actually think that you're an idiot if you say that, with respect. There is nothing that undermines trust and authenticity in media more than undisclosed payments. You want the recommendation of somebody that you trust to come purely from their opinion and not from it being supplemented by some kind of external economic incentive. Yeah, no, I would be breaking the law if I did that. Exactly, Tempest. Though people get away with doing that all the time. And you can have like implicit situations as well where, you know, it's like, well, they didn't pay me money, but there was like an implication that they might, you know, kick one over to me. It's that's one of the reasons why I never, ever, ever, ever take ads or sponsorships of any kind. If I did do a sponsorship, I would have to make sure it's something that I really believe in, like believe in so much that I would defend it and argue with people who disagree, because that's what I'll do with things that I like, right? Like if I like a video game or a thing or whatever, a piece of clothing, I'll argue with people to defend it, you know? And if I were to ever take a sponsorship, it would have to be something that I would feel that passionately about. In that case, the money would just be like a secondary addition. And thus far, no such product has stuck out to me in that way. And, with stuff like this, it's not like the idea of undermining trust in influencers is anything new. Though I do think it's worth pointing out that, like, stuff like this should be seen as a reminder of the economic hegemony of our enemies, right? The fact that, uh, major. When every day we are hearing about new records in climate change being broken, and then you have companies like Shell feeling comfortable, even even able to promote this crap in the way that they have. I think it's indicative of a ridiculous amount of detached comfort on their part. Thank you, Gutter Prophet. That's the right attitude to have. Like those YouTubers that won't shut the fuck up about HelloFresh, Blue Apron, Raycons, etc. Well, if they disclose that it's an ad, it's an ad. But I wouldn't want to make an ad for something unless I believed in it so strongly that I wouldn't need to be given money in order to do it. Lamau Vosh would make good money shilling BetterHelp ads to his damaged-ass audience. True! That's true. Despunk's research found that Sangalang is among more than 100 influencers have been used to promote oil and gas giants worldwide since 2017, from the US to Malaysia, reaching billions of people. Nice. Love that. Someone in chat pointed out that British influencers were used by Shell too. Oh, well, yeah, just said all around the world. Makes sense. Very depressing.